Right then, welcome back to Narnia Prince Caspian. As you can see, the title. So, on my last recording, I showed you a fair few things, as well as some other bits and pieces that I have done, just to remind you what I have not quite finished the game with. And of course, show you that we are up to 96% at the moment in time. So once again, like I said, that I might not be making them 100% is because with some little things that are allowing you to not have exactly 100%, which involves a bonus unlocked with certain things that you need to do. For example, to pull a lever before a word or two words will say bonus unlocked. But it's not just pulling levers and certain items to place down and bits and pieces before you get bonus unlocked, which involves including, wait for it, treasure chests at the bottom there, look. And there are 13. So, on my last recording I did have 6 chests open, but now I've done the others to make 13 of them in Carapavel. But also what I did do was this one, which is runs of Carapavel Pregnancy, or whatever Paravel is spelled to be, including the other chest, or shall we say that I did do 7 chests in that level of a window. Also, what I did do on the first part of my last recording was show you a few little bits and pieces in this one as well. So this time, on my final recording, which is probably what I'm going to do, is of course show you some few other bits and pieces as well, instead of just opening the rest of the treasure chests. Because with the other things, like I said, with some objects that you got to do, it involves pulling levers or whatever you need to do before a word will say bonus unlocked. Because you're going to need to do that, whatever they are exactly, before you can find certain things. They'll be in bonus footage, bonus levels, including bonus CONCEPT art in there. Because with these things, they will have a question mark because it hasn't got a clue what it is. So like I said, with certain things I've got to do, not just collect certain things, just like the keys that open up the treasure chests, because that's what you got to do. You got to pick up several loads of the bloody things. Like if a chest says you need 12, and you think, 12? 12 bloody keys? I haven't got that amount. Why have I got to do that? Pick up more flicking keys. Yeah, you got to do that before you can open up the chests. So, once again, what I'm going to do is open up the chests and possibly show you what is in the footage and in here, including the bonus levels. I'm going to show you those as well, if I've got plenty of time, of course. Yeah, you should have plenty of time. It just depends on how long, I can show you the footage. This one over here with the art in there and including the levels that I'm going to try and do. Also with this window, we'll give you movie clips of the game and the film in there as well. That's what you'll get to find in there. So first of all, what we're going to do is go straight into this window, which is Maras's Castle, Inviltration. And there are 5 chests that I've got to find before I have all 16. And also, as you can see, there's a picture of Susan, Lucy, and another guy, and another guy, and another person, Edmund, Peter. So you get to use more than just Lucy, Edmund, Susan and Peter in this game, which involves you got Prince Caspian to use, as the game says. Narnia Prince Caspian, so you get to use that guy as well. Instead of when you do Lion, the Witch and Wardrobe, you get to use Lucy, Edmund, Susan and Edmund. Peter, should I say. Yeah, you get to use all sorts of characters. And also, when you've done these levels and you've missed several other chests to open up, you can redo the levels by going into each one and press the start and press X to skip all the bits and pieces that you've seen before, which is what you can do. Right, at the bottom of the screen there is a number 17 chests, 17 keys down there. Also with the keys, there's a map there. We'll say there's a few things you can find to open up, and of course find the chests, which will be having a shape of a gold colour. Also, what I'm going to do is go down here and see if I can find the other 5 keys, 5 chests that I haven't opened up yet, which is what you can do. And what it will do is lead you down here. And for a start, there's a chest over it. That's going to take 4 keys off me. Which will say bonus unlocked, as I said. So now we're looking for 4 more. And possibly a fair few more keys that I'm going to need to unlock the remaining chests. Well, also with certain other levels, you'll find things where you've been before that will say a certain thing, which will say bonus chests found. So you'll have a number to say that's how many there are and how many you've already got. So as long as you go backwards and forwards just to check if you've got the ones that you've already opened up and you've absolutely forgotten that you saw them, especially if you haven't got enough keys to do that. So make sure you feel free to do that. Also, I've just seen one, so I'm going to leave that for now, just to make sure. that I have checked everywhere else that hasn't got the keys, that has already unlocked the chests, which so far I have. So, further ado, what we're going to do now is go back in here and open up another chest, as long as it's got 2 keys or less than that, because don't forget, you always make sure you pick up plenty. Just make sure you have got the exact number. So there's 2 of them done. Also, I have got 14 keys so far, so I'm doing good. But like I said, as long as you've got plenty of them, and make sure you haven't got far too less, or either far too much. Because once you've got all of the chests opened up, and you've still got keys of the number that's sitting there, then they're just going to stay there. But also you can get out from there, from over it. So once again, I need 3 more chests to open up. So it shouldn't be long before I get to move on to back onto the windows. And of course, show you some of the bonus levels and other bits before I end the last video. Right, so just got to find the other 3. Which should be hard to find. And one's over here. So I'm going to take 2 keys. The game says. And we say, fine, take 2 keys then. See if I give a shit. Also, you'll find several platforms to stand on. And also there's one chest over here that I can open up in this area. So now we just got to find one more. As far as I remember. Because also, once again, you might not have enough keys to open up ones that you missed. Right, so the chest will be somewhere. Right, so what you want to do is get this guy, because he's got a hook. Push L1, press X and turn L3 clockwise and just keep turning it. So the hook dangles on top of this tower. And there'll be 2 of these towers, which will have one tamarind on top of each one. But what you want to do is wait for the eagle to fly one of them across to the other around the clockwise, so you can stop one of these tamarinds from noticing where you are. And L3 is allow you to move the character where you need to be. And with this hook, you need to do L1, hold that in, press X and turn L3 clockwise and just keep turning it. And then once you've done that, you can now reclimb up on top of the other. Right, also what you can do with these levels, once you've opened the exact amount of chests that are needed to be found, you can always skip them. Once you've done those. Right, so once you've done that bit, what you want to do is go over it. Right, now you'll find some tamarines around it. And what they're going to do is ring a bell, but there's going to be 2 bells. So what you want to do is stop them from ringing it. There'll be one over it. So first of all, what you want to do is just take them down. But also I have miscounted a bell, so basically there is 1 of them in this bit. So sorry about that. Right, okay, further ado. Right, what you want to do, once again with the hook, L1, hold that in, and of course press X. Also maybe what you want to do is stand about here, and then the hook will hang on. And this is the chest I missed, and the reason why is because I didn't have enough keys. But now I do. So I can now open it. Also what I'm going to do is pick another couple, just to make sure I've got enough to open up the other ones that are remaining, which will be in the other window. Also, I think I don't need to collect any more. Well, so once again, once you've done that, once again, press the start button, press circle, and then come straight out of there. Which will now take you back in. And as far as I remember, that we have got all of the chests opened up in this area. So we can skip all that. Which will just make sure that there is... Oh, no. Miscounted again. So once again, like I said, you can always redo them, just in case you have miscounted a chest that hasn't been done. So feel free. So the other chest that I haven't opened up must be I think up in here. Just go double check. Yep. So it does have to be over there. So it must be over there somewhere. Also, like I said, with the chests, what you want to do is make sure you check on the map so you know which ones are missing. And it'll be over here.
Susan! Susan! We'll meet you at the way out.
Where are you now? Right, and obviously the chest. Must be a little bit further up. Right, so, once again, what you want to do is get this guy to place the piece in and go around and around and around, clockwise. And just keep doing it until it stops moving, because you'll find yourself to make a nice little bridge. Right, also there'll be 2 bells. This is the area I'm thinking of. And there'll be 1 over there. Oh, you're not going down. Right, also, once again with the bells, what we've got to do is stop these tamarians from ringing it. And of course, once again, once you stop making them ring it, what you want to do is we wait, or shall we say, what you want to do is wait for the bell at the top of the middle of the screen there to go all the way back up and around. And the reason why is because there's going to be more tamarians somewhere that are going to ring the bells again. And if you don't wait for it to go all the way back up with a picture of it, you're going to have a chance of letting all the tamarians know they're around somewhere, and they're going to make the game say game over. Or it'll just say, oh yeah, right, well, do that bit again. It won't exactly say that, but it'll give you an idea to say, oh, have I got to do that again? Yeah. Right, so once you place the cog and the lever, make sure you pull that lever first, and then press circle and turn L3 clockwise. And then once you've done all that, the gate will open up. And I think the chest must be a little bit further up. So we'll come back to that in a minute. Right. There'll be a bell. Down. Over it. Of course you've got a shield. No more ringing the bell. Because otherwise you're going to make the picture pop up. So once again, what you want to do is make sure it doesn't do that. Right, so there's no chest over there. Right, also there will be a person that will stand on the platform over here that will allow you to know that you can use your bow of the character to hit, and then it will open up a bit more of the gate so you can collect this thing. And once again, what you want to do is place it over here. And once again, there'll be another one of these things. I'm going to stand on it. And then you find a lever. And also I think I might have walked away from a chest again. But we'll find out sooner or later if that is correct, that I have walked straight past the second one. So what I'm going to do is just go back a minute, just to make sure that I haven't missed it. Like I said, sometimes it's best to go back and forwards, places where you've been, so you make sure you haven't missed anything. Because also the map will say on the bottom of the screen there, it will say a silver shape or a gold shape to say, yep, there's a chest and of course an item that you can pick up that you might have not picked up. So once again, what I'm going to do is just go back over here just to make sure. Which I haven't seen nothing, so might be all okay. So it looks like I'm okay. So wherever the other one is, it's bound to be around here somewhere. Because it did say 1 out of 2, so it's bound to be here somewhere. Okay, so once again, once you put the cog in and place the silver bin, what we want to do, press circle and turn L3 clockwise, and then you'll find a motor will work. So you can now find it to take you up, where you find another lever. Press circle once, several other times with the X. So you can pull it and make sure you get on it. Or sometimes it might just say, we'll just allow you get to be dropped off. Right, now what you want to do is get Prince Caspian with his bow. There's only one person has it. And once again, Prince Caspian has to use the bow. And of course, P up will have a hook. And you have to switch it. With triangle. So you can swap the characters over. Also you want to make sure stand near it as well. Right, where's your bell? Down there, I think. There it is. Then there's the chest. That's the one I need. Also, like I said, you can try and stop these tambourines from ringing the bell before you. And also, these tambourines are just going to get in the way. Yeah, we'll try it. Right, while the other character's taking over, you can always get them to do the chest. There it is, the final chest opened up. And once again, I can now skip it. Because I've opened it up. And you don't have to do any of that again. How about that? It's kind of cheating though, isn't it? Yeah, you can do it that way. And so there's all of the chests opened up. And now what we're going to do is go straight out of there. And there it is, 16 chests. Now what we're going to do is go to hit and find the final 2, because with the others, they're all done. And once I found the other 2, I'm going to now open them up and show you the bonus things as well before I end the video. Because with the other things, like I said, pulling levers and bits and pieces you got to do will eventually show you bonus unlocked. But I don't think I'm going to find anything. Also, someone's going to try and bring a sword in someone's face. And also the best bit of this level, you can get the mouse to use.
The gate mechanism is in that room. The drawbridge controls are on the other side of the castle.
Of course. Right, so the other 2 chests are somewhere. And one's over there, but I don't think that's the one I need. I'm going to go over here and see if there's one of those. Nope. There's not one over there. Right, so now what I'm going to do is go over here. There's one chest there that's going to take 4 off. So we're going to check over here just to make sure there's none of those to do. Yeah, there's none over there. So we've still got 1 over there. Now, is there a chest over here? Nope. So that's okay. Go over here now. There's no chests to open up there, so we need to find 1 more, which must be in here. Yep. So like I said, you can go back and forwards places into those kind of things, and then you can find out if you're missing the ones that you're still struggling to find. And it must be over here. So there's that chest. And there it is. There's that one opened up. Looks like I've got over 3 spare keys. Just 3. So there you go. Sometimes you have more, some you just have less. But it's very often that you can get the exact number before it will say 00 on it. But yeah. Sometimes it's tricky, sometimes it's not. And there you go. Oh, picked up a box, but tell you what. Smash it, why not? And there you go. Bonus unlocked. With only 5 keys. Oh, alright. Okay. What up? Whatever. Okay. Right. So, next of all, what we're going to have is to show that you've got 13 chests that has been opened up in that window. 17 chests opened on that window, 16 in that window, 6 in that window, and 17 in that window, and of course 11 of this window right here. Right, so now what I'm going to do is show you the bonus levels now, and show you that we have got 3 of them that has got no question marks whatsoever, apart from the one in the middle. Right, so you've got this one over here, which is BEACHSIDE, with BRAWL. And we're going to do that one first, which will have this guy in it, this guy in it, that you get to use, and the mouse, even Lucy, Peter. Edmund. Susan. And this guy here. There you go. Right, so what you want to do is basically use this guy and Peter. So you get to use these characters. Only 2 of them. Right, all you got to do is deal with these tamarines. And of course, stay alive. That's all you got to do, is stay alive. That's all you got to do. Stay alive. Without the tamarines killing you. That's all you got to do. Also, I could die in a bit, but one life left. I picked up a bit of health. Also, some of these tamarines will give you some health. And I failed. So we'll try that again. Also, what you can do is use the square and just keep touching it instead of keep pushing the X. So that's another thing you can do, because I seem to keep pushing the X for some reason. That's the reason why I died that quickly and other things. Also, some of these tamarines with their fire arrows, that gives you a bit more of a chance of dying that quickly. So like I said, as long as you kill these tamarines, or basically stay alive, stop hitting me with that freaking bow. Hey, come back here. Oi, get the fuck back here. Give me some health. Thank you. Give me that. So far so good. Haven't died yet. There's a bit more health there. Name of the bastards. Look at that. Name of the bastards. Couple more. Now the way you can tell when you're finished is when the symbol, the circle, is gone. So you get another bonus unlocked for that as well. So make sure you do those as well. Right, now this one over here is pretty much fun to do, so we're going to leave that one. We're going to do this one at the bottom, which is G-I or G-L-A-N-T with S-I-Z-E-D, fun. Which will have something else. Whatever it's got. Right, you've got two of these guys. Right, now these are to do with the tamarains again. And basically what you got to do is not let the time run out, I believe. And take down 45 of them. I believe that's all you got to do. Also what you can do is go backwards and forwards certain places where you've been to deal with some termites as well. That's another thing you can do. And even what you can do is use this guy as well. So there's another thing you can do. So there's another option there, if you want it. Because once again, you do have 45 of them. So there's that level. Bonus unlocked as well for you to do. And so now what we're going to do is go over here, which is hide and SQUEAK, whatever that spells exactly. Right, so now what you want to do is basically play hide and seek, but involves you finding characters which will have the pregnancy children. So you got to find Peter, Evan, Susan, and Lucy. You get to use the mouse, and of course this guy. Right, so where the 4 children up? Well, one of them will be over here, which is Lucy, and she's played as Georgie Henley. And Evan come here, you will be over it, and he's played by Skander Keynes. So Skander Keynes as Evan will be over it, or in that corner. And of course you've got a timer before they will not be hiding no more. Right, so you wonder what the fuck do you do now? Right, well, what you want to do, right, if you remember on the second recording I think I did, you have to do exactly the same with this bit here. And you've probably got a rough idea who's fucking hiding. Especially if you never played it before. Right, also the way to pick these things up, stand by one, press the circle, and get Evan to carry it. Because you can probably figure out, while not using the other guy, yeah, he's probably too slow. So make sure that you don't use that guide, but you can use it if you want, because the way I've done it has allowed the time to run out a bit more quicker than I think, but I should be able to get away with it. So like I say, you could use the other guide if you wanted to. Obviously I've done it already. So what I'll do is get Georgie Henley involved, and you'll find Pierre over here, which will be William somebody. And you wonder where is fucking Susan? Oh yeah, up here. And she's up there. How rude. And bonus unlocked. So there you go. There is the bonus levels. Done. Apart from one. Which once again, it could be to do with the other windows, which involves the 6 of these windows that has something for you to do. Like I said, pull a lever or smash a window or something for it to say bonus unlocked. Right, so that is that all explained. So like I said, with the bonus unlocked, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the game with showing you what you'll collect in the game with the bonus footage, including the bonus arts. But what I'm going to do is show you some of them now. And if you look closely, all of these have still got a couple of question marks. So there's one there. And another one there. So there's 2. There's 3 there. So like I said, with some of the bonus things, bonus unlock with certain things you got to do, like pull a lever or something, it'll give you a bonus unlocked for you to see them. So there's 3 there, so I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to find the bonus unlock from somewhere wherever they're hiding in the other windows. And also I have pushed the X too quickly. And in here, bonus unlocked, which that bonus footage in here, there is all of those there. So like I said, there is 3, but there's basically 4 in total that are hiding somewhere. There's 4 of them hiding somewhere in any of these 6 windows. So I don't think I'm going to be able to show you them, because I don't think, or haven't got a fucking clue where they're hiding. But like I said, what I'm going to do is show you these, and including, I will show you where we are at. And we are at 100% of the game, as it says. So there you go, you get 100% on the game, is because basically the way to get 100% is to unlock every single chest that is in those 6 windows. So that's how you can get there, including I think the bonus levels, I think. So there you go. There is a part of that to show you that we are at 100% in the game. So once again, what I'm going to do before I end the video, I will show you the bonus bits. I think we've got plenty of time. And I think there's one over there, one over here, so there's that. Prince Caspian 2. There you go. Morass. That looks like that. Lucy. Oh yes, Georgie Henley. I haven't got a clue who the other one is because I haven't found it. Because like I said, it's all to do with the objects that you've got to do in the game before it says a bonus unlocked, instead of open the chests, which is a shame I couldn't find the others. You got the centaur there, Susan over there, Edmund over there. How cool. And River Chief for the mouse. Oh yes. And whoever that is, but the silver guy that did the smashing up things and bits and pieces. You've got that there. Prince Caspian 1. Over there. Whoever that is, which is like a boar or whatever flicking animal that is. And you got War of something, which is that launching thing. That's what that is. Whatever that is, which I haven't got a fucking clue what that is, but there's that for you. All of these criminals, which are Tamarains, I would presume, and that one as well, which has that in there. You have got this one, which is number 1, which will have that in it. You have that in there. Number 3 of something, which is another one of those launching, well, not launching things, those silver dudes. Another one. Number 2 with more of these Tamarains and those silver things, like to chuck things, those sharp axe things. And there's another one there. The boat that was smashed up in the first window that was done on my first recording. Another bit more colour in that one. And you got those big tall dudes where you get one of those things to ride on the back of these things. Number 3 of one of these boats. Number 2, roughly the same sort of thing. Number 1, you got the boat again. And you got details of what they've done in the game, possibly, or details of how these things move and what they've done in the game exactly. Storyboard, same sort of thing. Same thing again with these. There's those. Then you have these. Then you have another one, just like that. Another one of those in there. And you got another one of these, just like this. And so, whatever that is. And this is all the details and bits and pieces. But also some of these things are going to be a bit more brighter for you to try and see the details of people drawing the bits and pieces and stuff. Don't know precisely what that is. That's got to be the inside of the outside of the house, as it says. And that thing, I don't know what on earth that is. And you got that in there, whatever that is. And so again, there's number 4 of it. Number 3. Peter this time. And I think this could be where Susan and Edmund's and Lucy's and Peter's weapons are, or supposed to be. This is the picture of where they all are and stuff. And look at all those silver dudes. And there's the door of that in there. And there's that cog thing I showed you in the level. Can't remember where that is. Wherever that is. Carparvo area. There's another one of those in there. And those bits are all to do with the first level of the game when you start it. And that's in where Aslan's Howl is. Another bit of it. There's a bit of that. Don't know precisely where that is or whatever it is, but there's that for you. Also go up a little bit as well. Carparvel again. Also go up a bit. There's the beach side where the Tamaranes were trying to deal with that little guy. Don't know where that is. Oh, that could be where the guy's trying to pull that thing down. There's that area again. Another bit of it. There's another bit of that as well. And wherever that all is. There's the beach side on the opposite side. And you got that as well. Now, you've just got 4 more to go. There's that bit over there as well. And another boar or whatever that animal that was again, trying to break something or something. And there's that puzzle thing in the Maras's Castle thingy where you had to try and roll those balls around and try and get those colours out. There's that as well. And there's courtyard there. So there's those. Now we're going to go for the footage. There's not many. And these are all the drawings of the art of making the film, of how they've added it into it. So there's that one for you. So there's another thing, which is now a part of one. And this is where the battle is, with the first part of the game, level. And you might remember. So there's that one for you. So you got another one. So there's that one for you. So there's another part of this bit that's coming up. This is when they practice to do the war, the fighting, and the talking and stuff. And there's the mouse and bits and pieces. And this is one of the levels that you can see where they've done all the art and stuff of how they made it. So there's that one for you. So we've got a couple more to go. And also if you watch all these things and you can see the square of a shape, like a rectangle there, and these are all the things that shows you how they've done it into it. You've got another one coming up. And once again, And these are all the stunt moves and everything else that you can see there, and the pitch that pops up, like that one at the top there, and all those kind of things. So at the top of those kind of ones, they just show you all the stunt moves and how they've done it. Look at that bear. Now, if you look carefully, the nice colour changes onto each one of these characters. I'm pretty sure that's what it's going to do. But it looks like it's just doing it on Prince Caspian there. And so there's that one, and the final one. And there you are. Those are all those. And once again, this is the game clips, and basically what this is going to do is show you bits of the movie. So you get movie clips of the film. Even what you do get is all of this that goes on for flipping miles. It goes on for flipping miles. And so you can get to watch all these when you've played the game from the very start to the very finish. But what I'm going to do is leave this possibly until tomorrow or something, but I could do it in a few minutes or something, but I could probably just leave this so you can watch it yourself when you do play, or if you've already seen it yourself already, then you know exactly what goes on in it. So yeah, once again, I am going to leave it here for another day or something, but I'll say I'll probably leave it, but If you're lucky, I might do it sometime for you to see. But for now, that is it from me. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I will probably do another game for you to see in my YouTube channel. But also, speaking of which, I have done some other games as well for you to check out, especially if you've had trouble with doing Tomb Raider 1. There is a full 100% walkthrough in there for you to know exactly what to do and where all the bits and pieces are that you might be missing and having trouble dealing with. Even there's another 1 or 2 other games that you might remember, especially Van Helsing. There's one of those in there, and possibly another 2 other games in there that I can't remember from the top of my head, but there's a Rugrats, there's a kids one in there, and still, once again, like I said, I might be doing another recording of this, but I'll have a little think. And once again, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall catch you soon. Take care.